Hi, Dave.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very fine.
Yes.
If you could introduce yourself to the viewers, please.
Hello, viewers. My name is Dave Koech, and I'm happy to be here. I'm a teacher by profession, and I love dancing. And I can't wait to share with us all what you have in store for me.
Yeah, nice.
Yes.
What is with the stick today, Dave?
This is a special. It's a special asset that it's not a stick. It's an asset.
Okay.
A musical asset, but I like it most of the time to work with it because they say whenever you go and then you see someone with a stick, it means it's never a stick. It's always the third leg.
Oh.
So this is it is actually my first leg, not the third.
There you have it, guys.
So I'm gonna put it here for the next. Sorry for not to sing.
There we have it. So, Dave,
Yes.
you've heard us. We're talking about input and output. What can you say about that?
It's more of giving and receiving. With respect to, I say each one teach one. Like if I learn something, at least for me to have a good gist of it, I need to try as much as possible to show it all to another person.
Okay.
Yeah.
There are questions we have prepared here. I hope you can help us.
Okay.
Using these questions, we'll be able to understand what the input and output really is.
Okay.
Okay, so thank you. Have you ever noticed how explaining a dance move to someone else actually helps you remember it better? And why is it?
Yes. Basically, if I get to learn something, it's like I'm getting it from this ear. But I'm not so sure whether it's going to be stored within.
Okay.
And it has to be effective. And the best way to be effective is by releasing it on this other side. So for instance, if you try to teach me something, I might try as much as possible to get it, but if I just get it and hold it within me and not share it, it might not be beneficial as much. That's why I need to receive the information. Like for instance, if you're being taught or rather if I'm teaching someone, and I think we also do it practically in our sessions where we allow people a teacher can be teaching for quite some time and then the teacher goes silent.
Okay.
And then maybe one of the students decides to be now the teacher to explain according to their own way how they've been able to grasp that idea. And it's been working because they're really, really doing well. Actually, watch out for Art.Itude students. These people are crazy nice on the dance floor. Yeah.
Yes, I like what you've said about when you've learned something and then you try and give it to someone else, it sticks with you.
Absolutely.
Okay.
In your own way.
In your own way. The way you have understood it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that also reminds me, back in high school, a teacher could come to class, especially mathematics and languages.
Okay.
So the teacher could teach, and sometimes the students weren't able to understand. And then afterwards, and the teacher knew. So he will just explain something on the blackboard, and then when he leaves, he'll be like, Dave will be,
teach them.
Yeah, show them. And then the teacher goes and takes my seat, and then I try to explain it to them. And with that way, it helped me as an individual to be able to get to that mark.
Yeah. True. You were able to understand things better.
A lot better.
Wow.
Yeah.
And have you ever had to teach a move and suddenly realized I've been doing this step without really knowing why? Like you taught a dance and then now when you're teaching someone else, it's just coming flowing. It's flowing. You taught it once and the next time you're teaching it, it's just flowing.
Yes. Yes, that one has happened to me a lot. And I always say, is any time that, because I'm also learning. I'm teaching, but I'm also learning. I'm a student of dance. I'm a student of life. So ideally, if I get any information, I'm getting it because based on the teacher's perspective, he's trying to imprint something on me. But the moment I try to release it out, I give it my own identity. And there are sometimes when I'm teaching them, I'm not copy pasting what I learned. But I'm giving them in my own way, my own version. So at the end of it, I'm also like, hey, okay, I didn't know that this one can go this way. Yes.
I get what you're saying, and that's wonderful.
Thank you.
Do you feel like teaching makes you more aware of how your body moves, and even why it moves that way? Like, do you know how your body moves when you're teaching?
Sometimes not at the moment, not at the moment of the action, but during, like, if I'm in the verge of teaching, and maybe or even moving, ideally. So I'm in a position to understand, especially if we as a teacher, we have students who come, and different students are structured in different ways, even body-wise. So sometimes we tell them move this way, and then as they try to move, I'm in a position to understand how their body is, and therefore even for me, if I try the same way, then it enables me as an individual to realize actually that, like, it's my body. Oh, so my body can move this way. If I move this way, it's bad. If I move this way, it's better. So I'm in a position to feel that kind of a student who I'm teaching, and therefore I end up learning a lot more about my body as an individual.
And even your students' bodies.
And it's just, yes, exactly. Yes, so it helps me a lot to be able to know. So I have to be a student. I have to know how the body is, how the structure is. So anytime I'm teaching, I am also learning at the end of the day.
Okay, very good. Yeah. Well, I also think on the dance floor, I wouldn't feel the body moving, but when I'm doing it at home, like for example, I was taught in class, and then I go and do it at home how I was taught. I can feel like I can feel every body part moving, like, or if I'm explaining it to someone else, because at home I can teach myself in front of a mirror, but when I'm teaching it to someone else, I can know where every part of the body and how it moves, because as I explain to them, I'm telling them move your left. It's easier when I'm breaking it down to them, in my opinion. So I agree.
It's interesting nowadays. Even ladies use mirrors to dance. I thought mirrors were used for different purposes. Anyway.
Yeah, we do. As ladies, we just use mirrors for everything. Honestly.
Okay.
So, I believe this is the last question. Do you think teaching dance helps build confidence, especially for dancers who are usually more shy?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Not even more shy, but even those who think that they are confident. It puts you in a position where you can affirm your level of confidentiality, because we have people who are just confident behind the curtains, but they haven't been in a position to release it. So the moment you're putting this person in front, like, hey, I've taught you ABCD, I don't care whether you've learned it or not, but anytime a teacher tells you to explain something, they're not telling you to show how much you've done it, but it's teaching you to be confident within that aspect, that within that point of imperfection. What else can you achieve at that particular point? And if you're in a position to explain it like that to this person, to these others, to the rest of the students, and they get it, my friend, you're going to be very, very, very confident. And that's why we always have our index ones. They're not index ones because they're perfect in dancing, but because of their confidentiality. What dance is teaching them. Whenever they step there, maybe the teacher hasn't arrived yet, or rather the teacher is doing something else, but they step in and then they explain. It boosts a lot of confidence. If you're shy, then this is always one one, the safest place, because it helps one. For instance, you're there, you shy, you always backbencher. But now this is a safe space. Actually, dance school is a very safe space where there is no judgment.
True.
There is no backbiting. There's nothing. There's nothing. So if you can be in a position to be in front of the people whom you don't know outside dancing and you explain to them, I think you're going to be more confident in your own personal well-being.
True. I love the dance floor because it helps us express ourselves in ways we don't even know how to. So someone who's shy and given a position to teach, the shyness might actually come off immediately because you're doing something that you're loving. It's an expression of self without really having to talk. So we can have one bonus question before we finish this. So what's the first dance move you ever taught someone, and how did that moment feel for you?
The first ever dance move that I showed someone, it was very interesting because it was on the roadside.
Wow.
We were with my then dance partner, Ruth Wango, wherever you are. Shout outs. Yeah. I remember we were walking and we wanted to cross the road, and then there were vehicles coming like within the CBD. And I was trying to be creative while moving until she was like, hey, you utagongwa na gari or something, you're gonna be knocked. But I was trying to use, because I really wanted to get the cha-cha-cha, which other people call contratempo. But I wanted to do it in so many different ways other than the ones that I've seen a lot of people do. And then I did that, and then she was like, oh, that's interesting. And then she started doing the same. So by the time we're actually on our way to the studio. We were going to learn. So by the time we arrived there, she was like, let's do that thing. And then we did, and then it came out perfectly. Up to date, I think if you see her, get to see her videos, the way she's doing her cha-cha-cha is very different. And I think mine is also different. So, yeah.
Yeah, that you have it.
It was a good feeling. In general, I could say that as a teacher, or rather as a student in learning, there is one way in which you can be taught to learn the movement. But in as much as you're going to be taught, it doesn't mean that you'll get it. You have to give back. You have to teach someone. From my word, each one, you teach one. So the moment you try and release it, it's your own way of explaining it. And explanation can be in the form of whether you're doing it, you become the teacher in your own room, living room, or you can even invite a friend, a spouse, anyone, and then you bring them and like, now, today we are learning ABCD. It can be stylish, but it plays a very big role. It plays a very big role. When you come to class, anytime the teacher gives you an opportunity to step there, give it your all. Don't give your best, because sometimes your best can never be enough. But if you give your all, that is best on its own. Yes.
There you have it, guys, with our awesome teacher, Mr. Dave. Thank you for joining us in this talk show. All of you are welcome to learn more about dance in our dance studio at Gigiri Box Park. Subscribe, like, share. Meet you in the next.